The World Health Organization says that loneliness is as bad for your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. We live in a world where you might have hundreds of contacts in your phone, thousands following in your social media, but in the end, you may still eating dinner alone at home in silence. Our phones make us feel that we are socially full, but our bodies tell a different story. We have no eye contact, no close proximity with other people. We live in isolation in our own apartments, and our bodies feel alone, feel lonely. What if the solution to all this is not yet another technology, but a dance which is about 100 years old? Yes, I'm talking about tango. And I know what you're thinking. This sounds very unrealistic and dreamy and romantic, but hear me out. In this video, I'm going to show you why tango might be the most high-tech social technology we have right now, and how it can turn total strangers into something that feels like a village. And I will start right away with a question. Where do you go to meet people that isn't home or work? Lately, you can see more and more people in coffee shops being alone in their laptops and working. And bars and clubs have become less and less, and they are loud and tribal. And of course, in social media, you get to have visibility, but without the face-to-face interaction and without the invulnerability that comes with this. So where can you go where you can feel like yourself without really performing to be somebody else? Tango offers this physical third space, the milonga. The milonga is the place where we go dancing. And the only thing you need to enter this is to know how to dance. You enter the space, and the structure in the milonga actually expects you to interact with other people, expects you to invite and start dancing and interacting with other people. And the good thing is that it removes this terrifying question of how do I start? It's all very simple. You just look at somebody, nod at them, they nod back at you, and you start dancing. And this alone is something that makes tango much more than a dance, something bigger than a dance, something that can follow you across cities and even countries. But we'll come to that later. And if you're new here, welcome to Good Night Tango. I'm Christos, I'm dancing tango for 9 years now, and for the last 4 years I'm also writing about that in my blog. I am really fascinated by how this dance changes us not only physically, but also socially and psychologically. So tango, as I said, offers this physical third space where you can interact with other people, but even if you are in a room, you may still feel alone, you may still feel lonely, even if you are in a crowded space. Have you ever felt this kind of feeling? Have you ever been in a party or in another social situation with a lot of people around you and you felt lonely and alone? I mean, being close to other people, proximity doesn't guarantee a connection. You can be close to other people in a party, in a train, or in a bus commuting to work and back, and still not be connected with the people around you. What is it in tango that creates this kind of connection? In tango, when you dance, you are forced to synchronize with the other person, synchronize with your partner, adjust your posture, understand their movement, adjust your thinking, your direction, and all this happens not only with your partner, but with the whole room, because in the end, the whole room moves counterclockwise as one organism. For 3 or 4 songs, we share silence, we share rhythm, we share micro adjustments, and we communicate with the whole room, and we circulate around the whole room. And we share the same experience. This experience, which is quite intense sometimes, it is compressing what takes months to develop a connection with somebody that you meet and you go out for a coffee. You feel a much stronger connection not just with your partner, but with the whole room after such an experience. By the way, I'm really curious, have you ever had this kind of experience where you meet a stranger and almost instantly you feel connected to them? Let me know in the comments. When was that? What happened? Now, even if you have this instant connection with somebody, that doesn't mean that it translates to a long-term friendship. And you may have noticed lately that making friends has become more difficult, almost like a second job. You need to schedule when you meet your friends, you need to interact, have small talk, and prove that you are compatible, find out if you are compatible with them. It's all very exhausting. And many people actually stop trying. Have you ever wondered if there is a shortcut to all this, something that is bypassing all this superficial small talk and interactions that we have in order to actually form this friendship, this close relationship with somebody. In Tango, the embrace works like a shortcut to getting to know somebody. You share 3 or 4 songs with somebody and you already know how they handle the space, how they handle the interaction with you, if they're listening to your body or not, uh, how they lead or follow, how they share the space with you, how they hear the music, if they pause, if they listen well, how they interpret the music. And somehow you already know quite a lot about their character without even knowing their name, maybe. And this is where it stops being theoretical for me, because I have a personal experience with this. When I moved first to Frankfurt in Germany, I didn't know anybody here. I was in a city full of new people, strangers. So I had to develop friendships, I had to develop connections. And one of the first things that I did is I went to a milonga. The only thing that I knew with them, the only common thing that I had with them was the language, the common language that we spoke, tango. So I visited milonga and I started dancing with people, and already after a couple of hours, I stopped feeling like a stranger in the city. I already felt welcomed and I already felt embraced and welcomed in the community. And this is not only in Germany. Everywhere you go in the world, if you visit a milonga, you enter the room, you know the same language with everybody else, tango, and you can start interacting with them. That is what I mean when I say it's like a global village. Tango is not instant friendship, but it provides a structure, and it provides a structure that feels familiar everywhere you go. It's like, for example, when you visit a shopping mall or when you visit a chain like Starbucks or McDonald's. Everywhere you go, you get pretty much a similar experience, a familiar experience. Similar with tango, you may land in a place that you don't know even the language, and you can visit a milonga and instantly feel this familiar feeling that you know how to communicate with other people and you know this kind of experience. And all this makes it much easier to connect with people around you. So coming back to my initial question, why start tango now, and how is this the most high-tech social technology that we have at the moment? First of all, start tango now because the loneliness epidemic is something that it's not anymore theoretical. It's really practical, it's something measurable. We can see it, we can feel it in our everyday lives. And it's accelerating. Tango is not just a nostalgic dance. It provides a framework, it provides a structure that provides a physical touch space, provides a structure for interaction with other people, eliminating this friction of the small talk, and finally provides a familiarity that travels with you everywhere you go, so you can meet and find new friends and new connections anywhere in the world, anywhere you go. Now, if you know somebody who feels connected online but feels lonely in real life, share this video with them. They might need this perspective. Now, if loneliness sounds threatening, how do you feel about aging and conditions that decline our abilities, like Alzheimer's, like dementia or Parkinson's? One of the most surprising elements with tango is that you can see people in their 70s, 80s, or even 90s dancing to it. In this video, I explore how tango is one of the best movement practices that you can start today to future-proof yourself. Check it out and don't forget to move forward, both in the dance floor and in your life. Bye! The World Health Organization says that loneliness is as bad for your health as smoking 15...